I'm outside of the home where Richard Callender was shot and killed Saturday evening. Earlier today, I spoke to two of his children that are pleading with the community to put an end to gun violence. Since the creation of the app in 2016, TikTok took the world by storm and soon became one of the most popular social media apps. Even with over 100 million users in the U.S., the app could still be banned. Ken, I mean, it's no secret that Sheriff Dance has been advocating for her staff to get that 5% increase. She says the sheriff's office serves about 170,000 people annually. I mean, the tournament obviously means a great deal to people, and everyone I spoke with today says one thing about it, it's remained consistent with the mission, charity first. I mean, Ken, it's a great event with an even better purpose. I have to say, I'm looking at a lot of smiling faces. I mean, it reminds me of my own high school graduation and just all the emotions that I felt. Now, earlier today, I spoke to PCS administrators as well as students who say it's been a great year and the future's looking bright. I am a couple hundred yards away from a fire that broke out Friday afternoon in Terrell County that is still very active, as you can see the smoke right behind me. Check the TSA website regularly to find out what you should pack or just leave at home. Congressman Davis is here to understand the priorities of farmers in the area prior to his upcoming negotiations regarding the 2023 Farm Bill. It's another beautiful day here at the Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament, and people are flocking here to the waterfront to get a glimpse at the big catches that are going to be reeled in today. Now, I've been to the gift shop, vendors, and of course the weigh station, and everyone is just so excited. Now, I'm from Texas, y'all, and we don't have water down there, so this is new to me. So today I made it my mission to learn about the history of this tournament. I spoke with people who took me back 65 years when then the prize package for catching a blue marlin was a wagon of silver coins. Now, of course, it's changed a lot since then, but people are still excited about what they can win. Now, in other exciting news, our own Ken Watlington has a new People and Places out where he sits down with a local author who wrote a book entirely dedicated to this tournament. All that and more coming up on WNCT.
So I'm assigned to the traffic safety unit right now. I've been assigned here since 2020. My main objective is to address speeding issues in the city and then also respond to major collisions or fatality collisions in the city.
Officer Scott Venable says he's acquired over 900 hours of training to get to where he is today. Although assigned to traffic safety, he can respond to any calls.
So we come out here and we try to enforce the speed limit, seatbelt violations, anything that we can come out here and let people see blue lights to slow them down a little bit.
The time between Memorial Day and Labor Day are known as the 100 deadliest days for drivers. More people are on the roads, including novice and distracted drivers. GPD says they're being proactive by enforcing the traffic safety laws.
So the biggest traffic safety issue that I think is just overall speeding in the city. It doesn't matter what street you go on, somebody's always speeding or bound to be speeding in the city.
Officer Venable says he completes about 25 routine traffic stops a week, but you never know what you're going to get.
Pulled him over for a window tint violation, also for the plate cover on the back of the car. 4 handguns were found. One is a fully automatic pistol. It's been modified.
It was a switch. It's something that they attach. It's illegal. It's considered a weapon of mass destruction. Just by pushing a button on the side, it turns the gun from semi-automatic to fully automatic, which makes it illegal.
What started as a simple traffic stop turned quickly chaotic, but officers say it could have been worse.
Cause my dad's life was taken for no reason.
Richard Callender's death was the 6th fatal shooting the county has seen since the beginning of the year. I sat down with 2 of his children who are pleading with the community to end the gun violence.
Dad being gone, it's like losing a whole half of me. Especially me and my dad were some jokers, so we let to play with each other, stuff like that. And now I just gotta look back at pictures and videos and just remember the good times we had, because I know I can't have it again.
Windsor police say they are investigating the shooting that killed Callender, but some residents in the area say the recent crime spike has them worried.
We're doing all we can in the town of Windsor. We are working very diligently on this crime, and if anyone has any information, to please call the Windsor Police Department.
Being a resident of Bertie County, it really makes me afraid for not just myself, but my children. I have 3 children. And then a lot of times, like one of the incidents, we actually heard it was not too far from where I live, and it actually kind of shook us up a bit. So with all this going on, it actually makes me afraid to even leave the house sometimes, you know.
Collander's children say the community needs to change.
There's no reason that guns should be used in this type of world dealing with what we're going through now. But the guns have to be put down because there's no exact or really main purpose for people's lives to be taken by guns.
In the early 90s at Lenore Community College, a group of quilters created what is now a quilting society.
They came together and organized a guild, and it was named News Quilters Guild Incorporated, so it is a corporation, a nonprofit.
The group exists to comfort those most in need with a handmade warm embrace, a quilt.
We gave 40 quilts to the police department, and we let them know these are to go in the police cars and use as you deem fit. We're hoping that if they have to take a child out of a domestic situation, that this quilt will be one that this child can wrap up in, and it's a hug from all of us. We're a bunch of grandmas for the most part.
Hours of labor and loads of patience. I asked the guild where they find their inspiration.
I have 5 or 6 quilts that my grandmother made. And I have one that is, I'm the 5th generation to get it handed down to. So I've always wanted to do this, so I retired and now I can. So
layer cake lemonade, and the material was given to me by my son and his family for my birthday.
My friend gave me this fabric, and so I made it into a baby quilt, and I'm busy binding it now.
And when motivation runs low, the quilters turn to each other for guidance. And how did you think of this idea?
I saw one she made.
We love quilting. We love fabric. We love being with each other.
The News Quilters Guild is proving that some hugs can last forever. Reporting in Kinston, Abigail Velez, 9 on your side.
He was the life of the party everywhere. He lit up a room the second he walked into it.
The family of Michael Baston says they are remembering him for the loving husband, father, and friend that he was.
Mike always had positive words. Every day to everybody. You could look at his TikToks. He was so positive. Anybody that knew him knew he was just a fun-loving, great freaking guy. He did not have an enemy. So, I mean, he was the hardest worker. I mean, the hardest worker I've ever met.
County officials say Michael's death cannot be ruled as an overdose until the toxicology report is confirmed, but that could take months. In the meantime, I spoke with Onslow County Sheriff Christopher Thomas to learn about the county's ongoing opioid crisis.
Last year we had 72 deaths here in Onslow County. So far this year, from January 1 to today's date, we've had 6. That kind of gives you a little better feeling that it may be slowing down some. However, our arrests and our responses to individuals with overdoses does not seem to have slowed down.
Law enforcement say one man is in custody after being linked as the distributor to the suspected overdoses this past weekend in Jacksonville. Sheriff Thomas says consequences need to be faced for crimes like this.
Individuals who sell those substances in our community, they need to be held to the most extreme penalty law has.
And the Baston family says they will live every day carrying out their loved one's legacy.
We're always going to talk about him. I just want to make him proud. Probably anything I do, I would say, would Mike want this in any decision I make.